Hey, we always live Elvis.
Hey, Memphis Mafia kid, and
And Teresa.
and before we get started, check this one out. Tony Trout, there's your shout out.
That's good.
Appreciate you, buddy. You've been with us a long time, and we sure appreciate the support. And we are back, y'all, with some more
Some more questions.
viewers' questions.
You need help? You got a problem?
I'm-
Well, I
I'm-
know you do,
I'm-
but you know what
yeah.
I mean. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Hey, be
Oh.
careful. I will
Okay.
tune.
All right. This first question is from Dora Furman Pennington, 6098. She says, I saw an interview with Tish Henley. She seemed fond of your family. As a kid, what do you remember about her years as Elvis's nurse?
I remember when Tish and her husband Tommy and their daughters Deborah and Donna moved up to Graceland, and of course Deborah and Donna, we hung out. They become of course part of the group, and Tish herself was always sweet and wonderful to us. Has been, even in their most recent years, when we see each other at get-togethers during Elvis week and Elvis events during the birthday and stuff like that. But like I said, she was sweet. She was up there, and that's the reason Elvis uh, wanted them to move up there, to have her up close, to be there, to check on him and take care of things. So.
All right. This one's from Heavenly Presley Tanya. I know you have said your favorite songs were 70s by Elvis, which makes sense with having those memories. Do you have any favorites of Elvis's 50s or 60s songs?
Yes, all the 50s. All the 50s and 60s songs. And I listen to all Elvis music, but I mean, of course, that's all right, Mama. Just always, to me, just
I like that one.
Stuck with me. Just that sound, but during that sound in his voice, in the 50s was on its own then too. If I think you know what I'm talking about. And then as he moved 60s and 70s, it even got better. But that rockabilly and just the way his voice was in the 50s, I just personally love. So.
All right. This one is from Damon Hampton, 3897. Do you think that the All the King's Men documentary your dad did with the other guys is the most accurate portrayal of Elvis behind the scenes?
I don't. I mean, who's to say is it the most accurate? I mean, in my opinion, I think so. But we all have our opinions. But those guys, they lived it, and they told it like it was. Whether some people liked it or some people didn't, and that's all we still try to do today.
Okay, Janice Smith. If you could walk around where y'all's trailer was sitting at Graceland, but it still is there, right?
That's
the
correct.
It is
yes.
still there.
Well,
okay.
the guy.
Right, we have
friend,
pictures of it, yeah. Do you think you would find anything or be able to see where the septic tank was or still is? Wondering if you had city water back in them days.
I'm sure we did.
What, a septic tank or city water?
Well, no. Well, the septic tank is for your, that's your toilet and stuff.
Yeah.
Drainage and stuff.
Well, yeah. But...
the water, I don't remember it being a well. I mean, it's possible. I'll be honest on that one. I believe it was city water though, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I couldn't swear to that one. Where it was at, I have no idea. That was all done, before we moved in it. And like I said, to my last knowledge was not too long ago. That trailer's still there. So
yeah.
And they use it for something. So I would imagine all that's still hooked up.
All right.
Great question though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
PL 6035. Was Elvis frustrated at the business district going up around his home?
No, I don't think so at all. I think he, Graceland set off to itself anyway. And then, when it built up around him, it was, he loved, coming out of Graceland on to, of course, Elvis. He loved when they named, Elvis Presley Boulevard. He was so honored and excited and tickled about that.
Of course, it's grown up a whole lot
right?
since he passed
yeah,
away.
I mean, and I'm talking, back then it was nowhere near, what it is now. But coming up and from the time he bought it, until 77, yeah, there was a lot of building and construction and stuff that went on. Across the street, like we've talked about before, was different things, restaurants and shops and stuff, and then up and down Elvis Presley Boulevard they had restaurants and of course a mall. The movie theater, Whitehaven Cinema, and Whitehaven Plaza, bowling alley. But no, he never seemed like it bothered him at all. Like I said, if anything, I think he enjoyed it, and it built up and brought, fans that were living around were there and always, at the gate or on the fence or looking over the wall and just, every single day. So it was.
Donna Herring, 8706. I saw where Lisa wrote something as a child about not wanting her parents to die. Did she ever mention that concern to you, Danny?
Yeah, we, I can't say every kid, I know she did, and I've thought about it, during that time, when I was a kid, we talked about it, basically just, the worries and not not wanting anything happen to them. But I would think a lot of people. I mean, Teresa, did you
sure,
worry about?
As a child.
Yeah,
well, sure, yeah.
I think so. Still do today. It's just, we were close by, and our family still is. So yeah, we talked about. I don't think that she was just overly bothered, and it's just on her mind all the time. But sure, it was brought up. I know a couple times that we, that we talked about, and when I say we, it wasn't just with me. Of course, my brother was there, Roy was there, Law was there. Deborah and Donna. Well, a lot of times when we talked, we was as a group. So or it was at least two or three of us. So.
I'm sure to a lot of kids that subject is in their mind after there's been a family funeral or someone's passed away in the family, and that's what it gets them thinking about it.
When we, as kids, we sometimes wasn't normal when we thought, way out of the box sometimes on things, and we would mention, and get everybody, everybody would put their input on it and things like that. But yeah, she did talk about it at times.
Okay, this one is from James Wolfe, 8429. Did you? Well, I think you just answered it in that other question. Did you listen to Elvis music when you lived at Graceland?
All the time. We would listen to it, like I said, not only listen to it, like one of the very first videos I put out, we would actually play Elvis or act Elvis or be Elvis, if you want to call it. And, we had built a wood microphone with aluminum foil, and some lady had even made us a jumpsuit and a belt, and we would take turns. But yeah, I've listened to Elvis music. I listened to Elvis music, I'm sure, when I was in my mama's belly. So, but as soon as I hit this world and then was played it or heard it, it's been ever since. I know another thing that we used to listen to WHBQ, which George Klein was on, and he would actually call, or we would call into him, and he'd talk, and say, what are y'all doing up there at Graceland right now? And we'd talk a minute, and then he'd play us an Elvis song, on the radio, which was, and
That's
we just
cool.
was all tickled with that. So.
All
Some
right.
good times, good memories, y'all.
All right, from Brooke Barnes. Did you ever get to go to see the 68 comeback special film when Elvis was alive?
I did not. I was only 5.
And
If I'd had the opportunity before you asked the second part of that, you damn right I'd have been there. But but like I said,
you were just 5.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know Lisa was born in 68. Were you born before her or after her?
I was. I was born in 1963. I was 5 years older than Lisa.
Okay. All right. This question is to both of us, and it's the last question from Jesse M276. If y'all could pick one thing from Graceland to own, what would it be?
God.
What would you each pick?
You know, Teresa. You go ahead.
Okay. I think the peacocks, the stained glass peacocks
in the house.
Yeah, because I like them.
Yeah, you've always commented on them, and too. That's going to be another great thing when we actually go and take the tour.
Yeah.
You're going to actually get to see them. You know, you've only seen
yeah,
pictures
right,
of them and stuff.
Yeah.
And believe me, they're even more beautiful. And
I'm sure.
Looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
With me, y'all, that oh God, that's a very hard question. You know, I guess I would want something that, to me, would always remind me of Elvis, and something that I could cherish like I know he cherished. And probably a lot of y'all know what I'm fixing to say, but and not to drive around just to keep preserved, but probably the Stutz. That was one of the most beautiful. Loved the Ferrari, but the Stutz was the most beautiful car, and Elvis just loved that car. And I know you said, you know, anything. I mean, like I said, there's a million other things, you know, that would have meaning and stuff, but just off, you know,
the top of your head.
Off the top of my head, I keep thinking about that, like I said, and you know, other things. But I mean, you think about it, anything, probably to y'all too, but to me, would be, and you know, we've got stuff that you know, Elvis gave us, bought for us, and so you know, we you know, some of the ones we've let go and share with people that has wanted them, and a lot of stuff, you know, we still have, and you know, I mean, some things, you know, we'll hang on to forever. You know, some things.
What about his original TCB necklace?
His original one?
Yeah.
Oh God.
For you, yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, it's like I've always said. You know, I always wanted to earn mine, and didn't get the chance. But I mean, like, yeah, I mean, you could throw it. I mean, there was he had beautiful rings. He had beautiful guns. Yeah, you know. One of his canes with me, because I'm, you know, he's the one that made me think canes are so cool, and just got me into them. So that, you know, that would suit me fine. You know, as I've said in the past, and you know, I know that was a question if I could have, you know, and to make it fair, answer it like that. But you know, if I could have anything, it would be him back.
Oh well, yeah.
Or never to have lost him.
Yeah.
But you know, I understand. I know the question you were asking, and I didn't feel like that was fair to say, you know, right off. Because it just, you know, none of that. It has meaning, but none of that. You know, it's like I talked about, like with Graceland. It's not the same. Hasn't been the same. And to me and my family will never be the same. But you know, if you've never seen it, go see it. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. And when you go, you will get that most God feeling that you can't imagine. I mean, we talk about it with people every day that go, and that's the first thing they say, how odd and just that they were. So, but y'all, that was all I wanted, Teresa.
Yes, it was.
Man, y'all, it's been some great questions. We really appreciate it.
Be sure to subscribe, like, give us a comment, put a question in the comments if you have a question.
Yes,
but we're not going to end the video today. We're going to let some Elvis family end it.
Right, and before we do that, I just want to say, like I said, thank y'all, and we got more videos coming at you. So here they are.
Wendy, and I'm from Limestone, Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Patty, and I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina.
And hi, I'm Krista from Wichita, Kansas.
And we always live Elvis.